kick it. Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it?
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down, Gibbs. And his first look is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Gibbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the goal back to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 86.
From 3 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
20 extra points.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Gibbs. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Yeah, now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm
trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gibbs. Down in the air, now it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Way to go, boy. Way to get a start.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On 1st and 10, Gibbs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Haskins pass complete to number 8.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, Gibbs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on 1st down. Gibbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Complete.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Operating from the gun. Haskins caught on the right side by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
From 13 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Gibbs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Damian Rattler. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard
line. On 1st down, Gibbs. And will be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 42, Lions 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Showing the strength, Fitzgerald. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
44-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set.
fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Lions.
Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
25-yard line.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gibbs. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 4-yard ball on first down. Gibson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got an open man. It's Rattling. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cameron Batson there to make the grab. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on
and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 80.
Big play there. 36 yards. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably sent a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Buccaneers 63. Lions 15. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a Lions. First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again. Gibbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. He's going to air one out. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Off play action. Gibbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. That's by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Off the play fake. Gibbs eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For Lions.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Gibbs.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On fourth down, Gibbs going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on 2nd down, Gibbs. He's going to let it fly. And this is taking it at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints.